Hey up troops, A Littleton here again with another video. It's time for the Year 9 Season 2.3 mid-season patch notes with some big changes. That's enough waffling. Let's just get stuck straight into it. All in one take, baby. I'm even going to talk over the transition. Right, these are the designer's notes. I've genuinely not read the bottom of these, so I don't know any of the changes. All I've done is been through these matrices and put them on pause so we can look at them without them scrolling through. So, Year 9 Season 2.3, basically the mid-season patch. In this latest edition of the designer notes, we'll go into detail about the balancing changes. I hope there's some good things, man. Balancing matrix and top operator bands. So let's have a quick look at this. This is on attack on PC, platinum and above. Do they not? I thought they normally did like emerald and above, or am I wrong there? Anyway, so we've got Ash being taken 50 to 58% of the time, which is yeah, not uncommon. Surprised Dokubi's up there because I'm pretty sure she's banned every game I play. But then Buck, Ace, Dokubi, Nomad's up there. Fink has got a high win rate but a low presence. Sense has got a really low win rate and a low presence. You know what? This sort of shows that the balancing's kind of working because most operators are around this area here. This is where they want to find everyone. When you've got anomalies like this or like this, I know why Fink is there, and that's because cheaters are using her LMG and Capitau's the same as well. Capitau and Finker in non-cheater games don't get used as much. Finker gets used a little bit more, but Capitau doesn't get used anywhere near as much. They are outliers because of the cheaters using the LMGs. It wouldn't surprise me if we're going to see Tachanka with a higher Tachanka in a similar place on defense as well. I'm liking Thermite up there though, which is nice. Deimos is low. Flores low for Zero, Grim. They're all quite low actually. Although I guess that's because attackers win less rounds than defenders. So if we scroll down, the defenders will probably be slightly above, will they? Yeah, they will. Okay, so if I play that, and then I'll pause it again when we swap to console, just so I know that not everything revolves around PC. So onto console, similar sort of operators. Again, we've got Ash is taken a bit higher. We've got Ash, Ace, Buck, and Dokubi again. Jackal's high up there on console. Finker, you can see like on console, Capitau's not the same, but Sense even lower. I like how they sort of mirror each other because the game is sort of similar but not quite the same. Excuse me, I've got really bad hay fever. I'm sorry, I'm going to be rubbing my nose a lot today because it's really, really doing my head in. Anyway, on defense, Doc, what? Wow. Ranked PC platinum above, Doc is the highest pick. I don't think I see Doc as the highest pick personally in my games. Legion, Azami, Valkyrie, see a lot of Mute obviously, yeah. It seems like we've got a lot of defenders that are strong and powerful and a lot of defenders that aren't quite. And where's let me just swap that to PC again. I wonder where Striker isn't. I think he's there on console. Where's Striker on PC? Just tucked in there because then Sentry's down here. Interesting. Rank PC, Tachanka not as I thought you'd see Tachanka higher because of the cheater situation, but they're obviously not playing Tachanka as much. That is definitely why Finker and Capitau are there on attack. Rook high as well. And then let's swap this over to console. Any second now. Clash way down there, by the way. And then console. The height of Capcan on console is insane. Melusi, Doc, Wamai, that's definitely because of the ACOG. Mute, similar sort of place. It's a bit more spread out on defense, isn't it? Like Capcan and Frost, super high on the old win percentage. Legion, I mean, this is such interesting data. Anyway, we then go to the ban rate. We'll just scroll these, actually. I don't need to pause these because we can see Dokubi, Jackal, Thatcher, Monty, and on console, it's Jackal, Ying up there on console and Monty. Okay. Ban rate on console, Fenrir, Capcan, Mirrorcade. You won't see Capcan anywhere near there on PC. Fenrir, Mirror, Clash. Interesting. And then Capcan further down. The Clash ban might be because, again, cheaters tend to ban Monty and Clash because they don't want you using shields against them. So whether that's having an impact on the data or not, I don't know. It'd be interesting to see like non-cheater data versus data. Anyway, this is the interesting bit now. Sorry. It's driving me mad. Azami. Oh, there's a change to Buck. I just saw Buck's name there. How are they going to change Buck? Don't tell me they're taking the ACOG away from Buck. Year 8 Season 4 saw destruction rates of Kiba barriers were divided between 56% from explosives, 44% from melee attacks. Following the update Year 9 Season 1, it went to 42%. So this is when Kiba barriers became destructible. 42% explosive, 29% melee, and 28% bullets. Interesting. However, during the season, it's mad how they have data like that. I'd love to break down Siege into all these different bits of data. However, during the season, explosive usage increased while bullet damage decreased. As a result, we made adjustments in the mid-season patch, but the usage of bullets didn't even match the numbers we had at the beginning of the season. To address this, we've decided to further boost the damage modifiers. After analysing a longer period of data, we're less concerned about barriers being too vulnerable to bullets at close range. Melee attackers continue to be a more efficient and quicker method for barrier destruction. Our goal is to make a barrier destruction more viable from longer distance, taking into account the damage drop-off of weapons we aim for mobile. Okay, let me just check it. Azami's presence in PC. Azami's down here on console. I think Azami will be higher on PC. Yeah, way higher. Third highest defender. So the presence is still way up. So here we go. I keep wanting to see what's happening with Buck. Let's just leave it at the bottom of the screen, teasing us. Right, increased damage received by handguns. So this means that they're increasing the damage the guns are doing to Kiba barriers, right? So, I mean, I'm not going to read the handguns. No one's shooting a pistol at a Kiba barrier. Revolvers, 30% damage to machine pistols. That's like the C75 and SMG-12. Increase the damage by submachine guns. Why would an MX4 Storm be shooting a Kiba barrier? I don't know. Assault rifles increased by 20%. So what we need to do is we need to get in a test game, in a custom game, and find out how many bullets it now takes for an assault rifle to destroy a Kiba barrier. It used to be about 35. So 20% less is going to be 7 less. So you can now destroy a Kiba barrier with 1 mag of like Thermite's gun or Sledge's gun. Increase 20%. LMGs, that's insane. DMR 20%. So all attacker guns increase the 20% damage to Cypher Rifles, 150% by CSRX. 150% by the CSRX. That's Cali's sniper. So I wonder, does Cali's sniper just one-shot Kiba barriers now? Wait, what? 150%? Or maybe 2-shot Kiba barriers. You might see Cali knocking about a bit more because Azami's super oppressive on PC. Anyway, Buck. I don't want to just... I've just seen an Echo as well. Over the past couple of years, attackers have gained additional tools to counter defenders' bulletproof utility, such as Brava and Ram. Why would Brava counter bulletproof utility? I guess like shields they're talking about there, ramming pushing the ram into the shield. And increased access to explosives, including the additional Gon 6 and frag grenades. As the time has passed, many stronger defenders have already been addressed and added more non-explosive counters. Therefore, we believe Buck's Gon 6 is overshadowed. How are they getting rid of his Gon 6? Is overshadowing the other operators who specialise in explosive game. Yeah, I know what they're saying. If there's a deployable... Buck at the minute can do it all. He's got hard breach charges. He's got soft breach with his shotgun. He's got flashes if you want them, but I generally take hard breach charges. And then he's got the Gon 6 to get rid of shields and other things. He is the best attacker at the minute, in my opinion. So I don't disagree with the nerf. But Echo's in here. Intentions Buck to mainly focus on environmental destruction of vertical play, and we feel like the Gon 6 is unnecessary. I don't disagree. It was incredible while it lasted. Being able to just do everything with Buck was immense, but the game isn't about being able to do everything with one operator. So goodbye, Buck, Gon 6. Echo. I got an hour change as well. Echo, despite the increased pick rate of the Supernova, approximately 5 to 20%, wow, our intention to position it as an alternative to the usual site architects. Oh, that's like so what making rotates and stuff. It's unfortunately resulting in it being underutilized. Consequently, we've decided to restore its armor and speed ratings and reintroduce magnifying scopes to the MP5SD. The new sites are designed to encourage a more passive playstyle, which should synergize, while with them staying on drones at a distance from the action and hold angles. I agree. We acknowledge that these adjustments alone may not be sufficient to increase Echo's presence substantially, so we're investigating additional changes for the yokai drones in the background. And when yokai drones used to be invisible. Right, what's happening? Base stats. No! Echo's gone back to a 3 armor, 1 speed from 2-2. And they've added an ACOG to the MP5 SD. I don't think that's the end of the world, because how often did you need to be a 2-speed with the Echo? You're generally on site, last alive, anchoring close to site anyway, so Not the end of the world. You know what? If you say, I play a bit of Echo myself, and if you would say to me, would you rather be a 1-speed and have an ACOG on the MP5 SD, my answer would be yes every time. So I don't mind that, actually. Ella, as we are adjusting the killing potential of Melusi and Wamai, we've identified an opportunity to enhance our roaming capabilities to fill that gap that those operators might be leaving. Given the recent additions to defensive roster, what? Given recent additions to the defensive roster, Allah's role has become more constrained. To address this, I do agree you don't see much Allah anymore. To address this, we've decided to reintroduce impact grenades. Nice. That's a really good change. That's a 3-speed with impact grenades with a 40-round gun with suppressive mines. I think you're about to see a bit more Allah knocking about. I think I'll probably play a bit more Allah with impacts. Being a roamer and not having a super shorty or as in lesion or a bayleaf as in alibi and not having impacts and not being, or like Melusi, for example, although she's a 1-speed now, and not being able to get out of some situations as a roamer is not good. So, when you're above and you've got 2 people pinching you from both sides, being able to have the ability to drop a hatch is imperative, and it's almost impossible to play a roamer without having ability to make a rotate and drop a hatch if need be. It's a really, really good change. I like that. So they've removed observation blockers and added impacts. I'm going to be playing some Allah again. Gridlock's getting changed. Oh, and Melusi down there, look. Despite she has a lot of resources. What? Despite the fact she has a lot of resources and each canister covering a relatively large area, defenders do not seem particularly scared when encountering them. I completely agree. And the punishment for ignoring them is not severe enough. Currently, an enemy only takes 3 ticks of damage when crossing a fully expanded canister. So that's saying once all the tracks are spread out, you only take 3 ticks of damage if you cross an entire track. Not as in one track, as in one of the hexagon pieces, but an entire web of them once it's deployed, which is only 30 hit points. Furthermore, if the covered area is extensive, it is unnecessary to destroy all the deployed. So only a few. So yeah, what it's saying is you don't need, once it's all deployed, you don't need to destroy every track to find a path through. You need to destroy like 3 or 4 in a line, and you can go through the line. To address this, we plan to increase the damage dealt per second. This adjustment will make them more intimidating, prompting defenders to ensure that the path is clear. With a new damage output, crossing the area will cost 45 HP, so they're upping it by 5, are they? Because it used to be 30, it's now 45. Yeah, so they're upping it to 15 instead of 10. So you take 3 ticks of damage, which used to add up to 30. Now 3 ticks of damage adds up to 45. So yeah, that is a decent amount of health to lose. It's like half your HP, essentially. We remain open to further adjustments if this value does not meet our expectations. I think the tracks are too easy to destroy. You can make a path through Gridlock's tracks with 4 bullets or 5 bullets, generally speaking. Or you can punch them 5 times. I think maybe, what about maybe changing it so you have to shoot each piece twice, or you have to punch each piece twice to break it, maybe. I think that's more of a concern than the damage. Melusi, magnified scope has notably enhanced their efficiency in combat scenarios. Completely agree. Outperforming other operators with the MP5. Well, yeah. I mean, talking about Doc and Rook, aren't you? Yeah. Only me has the MP5K. Despite being a 3 armor like Doc and Root, we consider that she could be more focused on utility usage. Additionally, the introduction of other operators who can fulfill a similar role in a more flexible manner, such as Fenrir, is diminished to utility. Yeah, absolutely. The proposed adjustments are designed to reintroduce a killing potential while expanding a contribution to team strategy. The additional resources, more Banshees, will help her cover more space or double down in locations that might need more attention. Furthermore, the introduction of a secondary shotgun is intended to foster creativity and versatility, preparing the defensive setup. Max resources Banshees is now 4 from 3. MP5, they've removed the magnified scopes but added the ITA-12, which is the same shotgun as Mirror and Jackal. And Amaru, I think. Interesting. Defense is getting stronger, you know. Allah impacts, Echo, ACOG, Melusi, 4 Banshees is big. Plus a shotgun. Doesn't Melusi have impacts as well? I'm just thinking about 4 I mean, it still stays a 1-speed, which is not ideal, but so lost the magnified scope. Wait, so we've actually, yeah, we've lost an ACOG on Melusi, but gained one on Echo. Wamai, last one's Wamai. Well, the MP5K statistic, I know what's going to happen here. MP5K statistics do not currently raise immediate concerns. On the contrary, its efficiency went almost back to pre-ACOG levels by the end of Season 1. The rising presence of a pattern that can remind of past experiences with other operators. So basically saying people are just using it for the ACOG. While these operators weren't overwhelmingly overpowered in terms of the stats, the significant presence, specifically the motivation to pick them, was perceived negatively, leading to concerns about the game balance. In light of these considerations, we've decided to remove the magnified scope. Yeah, I know what they mean. A lot of people do pick wamai because of the magnified scope. I do. I also pick MELUSI because of the ACOG. So we've lost ACOG on MELUSI, lost ACOG on wamai, gained ACOG on Echo. That's a pretty hefty patch, man. So just in summary, bullets do more damage to Kiba barriers by about 20% on the whole. So you're going to see around a 25 to 28 or 9 bullets now to destroy a Kiba barrier. Buck hasn't got a gun 6 anymore. Echo has lost his has lost speed, so he's now at 1 speed again, but he's got an ACOG on his MP5 SD. Ella's got impacts again. That doesn't sound like a big change, but that is a huge change. That's really, really good. I like that. Gridlock now does more damage, which is good, but I still think the tracks are a bit underwhelming compared to an air jab. MELUSI loses ACOG, but gets 4 Banshees and a secondary shotgun. Man, I'm a bit buzzing about this. wamai loses ACOG, which will probably make me play the AUG again a bit more, because the AUG is a great, great gun on defense. I didn't play the AUG this season because I had the ACOG on the MP5, so I'll probably start playing AUG again on wamai. Wow, there we go. What do you reckon? Some massive changes there, man. I think the changes to Ella and MELUSI are probably the biggest. Buck losing Gon 6 is big, but it's not the end of the world. If you're a true traditional Buck player, you were above anyway, so it's not the end of the world. Kiba barrier changes are big. Interested to see what the Kali sniper rifle is going to be doing to that now. I should probably get into a custom game, and if I was any good at content creation, unfortunately I have a full-time job that I'm on at the minute. What I'd do is I'd get in and test the Kali versus azami theory and whack it on TikTok quickly. Although, wait, does he say it's been released? It's probably not now, is it? It's going to be like in a few days. Is it going on to the test server first? Doesn't say when it's being released, does it? Let me just check on my other monitor very quickly to see if there's a date released. Get all the intel on what's with the... No, nothing. No date on there. Okay, cool. I mean, it's normally a few days, isn't it? I wonder if sometimes they go test server first, other times they don't. Big changes, man. Ella and MELUSI are going to see a rise in play. You know what? MELUSI 4 Banshees and a shotgun is up there with Fenrir at the minute now for me. I think Fenrir, the gadget, annoys you more. You can't see. But a Banshee is a strong gadget as well, and having a secondary shotgun, I don't know, it's big. Looking forward to giving it a try. I don't know when it's coming out. I'd love to know. But anyway, thanks very much. What do you think? What are you going to play more of? I think seeing Ella more is going to certainly be interesting. I really like Ella as a character. But thanks as always for watching. Thanks for getting involved with the channel. Do us a favor, like, comment, subscribe, and all that sort of good stuff. I really appreciate it that people are getting involved with the channel. We had a bit of a dip in performance recently. I think that's probably or hopefully linked with the dip in the thoughts on the season for Siege. But we're trying to bring it back up again. So if you can do us a favor, all the comments and likes really, really help out with the algorithm and do me a massive favor. So I really appreciate that. And once again, thanks for watching, but I'll see you next time. Cheers.